What's good, y'all? Said I was gonna stop talking about this failed relationship, negativity shit for a while. I'm gonna make this the last time I drink. I gotta take a break, at least a fucking month off. Get my head back in the game. Stop fucking off. Be a dad. Work. That right, gato. And so I'm telling you a story today. It's about smashing my ex's best friend while I was dating that ex. The ex I'm gonna talk about is that one I got tatted on my arm. You know who? You know who? I told y'all before about M. All right, so she had a lot of friends that wanted me, and I feel like a piece of shit for saying this, but I smashed a lot of her friends. But I smashed her best friend. Let's call her DW. Now DW was known for being pretty hot. You know, she had some pretty big tits, a big ass, small waist, pretty face, long, beautiful brown hair. A country chick. She was a hoe though, big hoe. And I remember a couple dudes trying to get with her, and like, you know, I could always tell that she wanted to fuck, but I never made a move. And one day, she asked me if I can pick her up. She just got out of class. I said, yeah, I'll pick you up. I picked her up. She wanted to hang out. I said, yeah, we can hang out. She said, what's M doing? You know, I said, oh, you know, I think she's at home right now, you know, doing online classes. And I said, let me take her to one of my spots. So I took her to one of my old spots. You know, I'd go and drink, and got me a beer, got her a drink, and I was just playing around. And then I just got back into it, but I used to chew gum all the fucking time. So I would always have the little paper wrappers. I started throwing my paper wrapper gums in between her titty crack. You know, she had that big ass cleavage, titty crack sticking out, and like, I was getting a good buzz, and I was throwing them in there. Started laughing, getting a little closer. We go down to the mall, this old mall that got shut down. They used to have this awesome arcade there that I liked. And I used to go there to play pool in between classes and drink some beer. Well, you know, we get more drinks and we go to the bathroom. She's leaning up against me. I just make a move. We start making out. I start asking, you know, can I fuck you? I want to fuck you. And she said, no, but I'll suck your dick. So, you know, I start fingering her, and she like goes down and starts sucking me off. And like, I don't know why I did this. I started recording her, and then she said, if you're gonna do this, I'm recording too. So I was recording her sucking me off, while she was recording herself, and she was recording me being sucked off. So I was thinking, okay, you know, like, maybe she had a boyfriend. Maybe she thought I was gonna show her boyfriend, and she had that to show my girlfriend, which was her best friend. So we smashed at the bathroom. And I didn't want to nut in her, so, you know, I came in her mouth. And then we went to go see a movie, because this mall used to have a dollar theater. And we were watching the last Monsters Inc. movie. That's what it's called, that Monsters Inc., right? With the monsters that come out of the closet and scare the kids to get energy. It was the one when they're with the college, when Sully and Mike are in college. It was that one. And she's sucking me off during the movie. I said, damn, you know, I want to fuck this chick again. I really should have just went home and got a motel room, but this is what I did. I went to this gas station. I used to go to this Arab gas station all the time. Remember where I told you I had those friends that were teaching me Arabic, and I was able to holler at that Syrian chick? Well, I went there. I got some condoms. And I got a couple more drinks, and then I ran into my one of my friends, Shardock. Shardock was one of my drinking buddies. He's this little old black guy. He looks like a little like a black version of Papa Smurf. And I got this other friend that they grew up together. They know each other. They look like twins. The other guy's name is Leon. Leon, he just has a thick mustache, but Shardock has the whole full beard. But they're the same size, skinny, bald head, you know, grays and all that. And they're like, shit, if they're still alive, they got to be in their fucking 80s by now, late 80s, I'd say. And I ran into Charlotte and I said, Charlotte, look at these tits. You know, I was showing her tits and she said, they're real too. And he said, can I touch? I said, shit, go ahead. He touched her titty. She's drunk at this point. You know, he's groping the hell out of her titties. And I said, I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna pull up at your house and we're gonna drink. He said, all right. So I took DW to this other spot where I used to have it. It was right next to where Big Larry's parents used to live. It's a big open clearing in the forest. And I'd bring my car there and drink with friends and shit. No cops would ever come there. And I pull up in there and I get one of my jackets. I just put it on the floor. And I'm trying to get a picture. I remember I was trying to get a picture of her giving me a head in the car. That's then Mr. Magoo, my friend Mr. Magoo. And I think he either called me a dick or an asshole. I don't remember what he said. But I said, Magoo, look, I'm about to fuck Dana. Fuck, my bad, yo. I'm about to fuck DW. And DW started recording herself again, taking pictures of us together and all that. So I get her butt naked, get her up against the car, blowing her back out, bent over. I put her on the floor on top of my jacket, start smashing her right there in the forest, right on top of the jacket. And then I took her home, and it was a good time. And then she kept telling me, we need to hang out again. And I said, yeah. So the next time I'm hanging out with Shardock, and I'm drinking over there. It's me, Young Chris, Shardock, and this other friend I had on. Name, I can't remember his name. Can I remember his name? But yeah, he was an older guy too. He's probably in his 40s. I think his name is Victor. And DW says, yeah, okay, you're hanging out with him, cool, but you got to come give me some loving sometime. I said, shit, you already know. So next time I hit her up, I said, hey, are you free? Let's hang out. She said, no, go hang out with your girlfriend. I guess she started seeing somebody or something happened. But then I'd run into her every now and then. After that, she blocked me on all social media accounts and blocked my number. But I'd run into her and she would like force a friendly conversation. And then the last thing I heard about her, probably like 10 years ago, she was dating this old guy, and I guess she had a kid from him. And she lost weight. She looked better than she did before. But yeah, I wonder if my ex ever found out, I was smashing her friends. But it is what it is. I feel ashamed of it, but like, I feel ashamed and embarrassed about it. But I can't change the past. Can't fucking change it. Speaking of this chick at work, there's a woman at work told me that guys like me that had the several digit body count, 3 or more, that slept around, that had a lot of long-term relationships and been with a lot of women, she said that we all end up alone and we all die alone. And I started thinking, both my grandpas were like this, constantly cheating, constantly hooking up with women doing this, and both of them up into their fucking 80s. And my grandpa, my paternal grandpa, he still tried up until his 90s before he died. And yeah, he might have been surrounded by family when he died, but he was alone. He didn't have no woman at his side, no woman that loved him or gave a fuck about him. Same thing with my maternal grandma. He was still with my grandma, but he was barely ever home. He was always out with his side chick or his mistress or his hoes. And he died in the hospital just surrounded by a couple of his kids. That's it. So I'm expecting the same fate. I'm beginning to accept that, like, I'm nothing long term. I'm just a good fuck. I'm just a cheap fuck. And I lost count of how many women I've slept with and been with back when I was 21, 22. And I've had too many long-term relationships already. So I'm thinking I'm going to go out the same way. But before I go out the same way, I'm going to make sure I give my kids some extra siblings so he's not alone when I'm gone. But that's my trashy story of smashing my ex's best friend.